All right. Time now is 12:13 afternoon on July 8th. Yes, it's Natalie's birthday. Natalie's 20 years old. I've already said that yesterday, but shout out to Natalie. I hate her. I like her. I don't know what to feel about her. Um I had a pretty relatively decent sleep. I slept very late. I slept at 4 a.m. until 11 a.m. So I set the alarm at 12:05, but at around 11, because of the temperature, I woke up. And I was going to go outside to turn on the air conditioner. And then I remember, right, the Chihuahua is out there right now, and if I go out and she attacks me while I'm wearing pajamas, it's not cool. So I didn't do anything about that at all. And then not only that, but subsequently, Cindy would go on to have a long phone call, and the Chihuahua would go on to bark a couple times. So it's basically impossible for me to fall asleep again. But anyways, I still laid on my bed. I still laid on my bed, and I almost did fall asleep near the end. But I was quickly woken up by the alarm very fast again. Um, I didn't have much of a dream, but I did dream about Christian, like bringing Christian to my house in Santa Monica, not my apartment, not this one, my house, a house that I own. And it was a little awkward because I don't know what he likes, and I was gonna speak to his parents and tell them that he's in my house now, and I said, "Oh, we're in Santa Monica," and then Christian's like, "Don't tell her, man. Don't tell my mom." I don't know, man. Okay. Anyways, I spoke with Natalie a little more last night. One of the reasons why I went to bed very late is because I spoke to Natalie. Around 2 something a.m., I just spoke to her, and she just seemed very unenthusiastic about life. And I don't know how to approach her now. It's like she's a stranger all over again, and I don't really know how to, get her to say things and do things now. Not really get her to say things and do things, but more like she isn't the same Natalie. Like I would look at the conversations we had back in 2021 and it would feel different. I don't know what happened. So I told her, just don't overwork yourself. You should, instead of just constantly working, you should just sometimes relax and consume art. Because one of the reasons why Natalie overworked herself, so she's in like, she was in 3 committees, now she's in two, she has like 3 jobs, and she's just super busy. She had to play bridge on Wednesdays. There's just tons of stuff. Um, and part of the reason why she keeps herself busy is because she wants to keep being busy because it keeps her calm. This constant motion, this things constantly happening to her. This is what keeps her calm. If she starts getting bored, she starts going insane, and she starts going crazy and whatever, and psychotic. The good old her or the bad old her. But I don't know. Just there are many other ways to occupy your mind. Um, like consuming art. So I asked Natalie, like, what have you? When's the last time you even watched a movie or a TV show or an anime? And she said, oh, she says she watches animes. Um, and I'm like, okay, what anime? Spy Family, because everybody watching Spy Family. And Natalie said, yeah, I watched Spy Family. Natalie also watched friggin' Kaguya-sama Love is War. She binge watched them all. She watched this Disney cartoon called Miraculous Fox Girl or some shit like that. And it's terrible, and I don't know. It's a Disney TV show. It's a Disney cartoon show. I don't even know. And Natalie also showed me her Spotify iceberg thing. We talked a little bit about music. It's all good. And I talked about, so when are you free? I told her I want to have two hangouts with Natalie at least. One is just me, Natalie, and Cedric. And the other one is me, Natalie, Cedric, and anyone else can join. So Leah can join, anyone else can join. But for real, just me, Natalie, Cedric. Just us three. We are the OG three, man. We're the three musketeers, man. We're the conspiracies trio. Conspiracies ain't happening without us three. Just us three. Conspiracies trio. So, there's that. And Natalie's like, okay, just tell me 1 week in advance when you're gonna be free. And I'm like, you tell me, because I'm going to be very fucking free when I go back to Hong Kong. I have zero obligations other than that Chapman short film. But other than that, I am literally completely free. I have nothing to do. So, there's that. But yeah, it ended off nice. I like talking with Natalie. It's nowhere near as exciting as before. So me talking to Natalie in 2014 is like talking to a demon, She's crazy. I'm kind of like, she's crazy and psychotic, and she has the dark powers of the messenger, which is like the name of the deity that she used to worship. And I'm this, detective, like, oh, I know what you're thinking, blah, blah. And then our conversation in 2018 is also kind of edgy, life, people dying, but now more gossipy and relationships, but still very edgy and random, and I like to act smart sometimes. And then our conversation at 2020, still kind of exciting, but more realistic. How's life, DSEs, things happening around the world, a little bit about life, a little bit about food. We speak less. And then in 2022, hi, ye, I'm busy, music, animes, goodbye. Like, our conversation gets watered down more and more and more. Every time, like, as the years go by, I've known Natalie since 2014, since summer of 2014, alright? And right now, it's been 8 fucking years since I've known the girl. It's been 8 years. And, a woman, now that she's 20, but to me, in my heart, she's still a nice, crazy little girl. But it's been 8 years since I've known her, and it's just kind of sad that our relationship has boiled down to, I guess it's not even our relationship, it's because we have become mature, normal, everyday people now, so the things we talk about are just normal, everyday things. But I'm really glad that there has been many times in the past when we used to really talk about, like, philosophy and stuff, even though we're stupid and edgy as hell. At least, like, back then, talking to her was something very interesting. Okay, well, looking forward to meeting her anyways. Alright, but one of the reasons why I woke up this early today is actually I want to catch the 2:55 p.m. screening of Marcel the Shell with Shoes On at AMC. Yeah, it's 12 point something dollars, rounded up to a 13, but I want to go. I want to watch a movie, treat myself, yay. I haven't received any news from Christian about when and where are we going to hang out tomorrow. And I also haven't received any news from the Chinese boss lady. When is she going to Zelle me my money? Because I don't know if Zelle works internationally. So, TikTok, TikTok, bitch, give me my money. Yeah. But no, aside from the hangout on Saturday, that's it. I got some other stuff like Ralph's, Nijia Market for one last sushi night. Or actually, I don't even need to have a sushi night. Because when I go back to Hong Kong, there's Eon, and I can have a sushi night at, just like the good old days. Okay. I'm gonna go out and make myself a bowl of cereal, but I'm gonna have to wear long pants. Because she's gonna jump up and start scratching my knees and thighs. But yeah. Um um uh well, what else am I gonna say? Yeah, I'm gonna have to start preparing to pack. I'm gonna have to start preparing to leave. I don't have much time. I got 6 days left. I'm gonna plan how to pack. I'm gonna plan the whole procedure first. Step 1, this, step 2, this, step 3, this, step 4, this. I'm gonna do a checklist of things to do before I leave. And then, yeah, I'm gonna just start planning how to fit stuff in my luggage. Bring what, bring what. So, I don't know, I don't know if I should bring this one, or should I bring the black one? I guess it depends which one is bigger. But the thing is, the gray one is the dirtier one. I put my shoes in there. But the black one is the one that's more delicate. Now, I'm going to bring a lot of delicate stuff back. So I'd rather bring the delicate one back. I don't know. I need to think this over. But yeah, so far I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about life and future. And I don't have a lot of hope for the future, I'm going to be honest here. But again, what I've achieved in LA right now. My relationship with Pepper is pretty good. Going on pretty well, even though she's not voluntarily starting conversations with me. Neither is Potter, right? Neither is Potter starting conversations with me. But judging by how Potter treats me when he sees me, Potter's still really friendly to me. So I don't know. This is a new kind of friendship, I guess. Just I won't talk to you, but if I see you, let's go. But if I don't see you, you don't exist. And yeah. I still wanna go to In-N-Out's maybe on the second to last day. Or like the third to last day. I wanna go to In-N-Out's, film a video there. It's going to be nice. And yeah, that's all. Alright. I'm like a few minutes late, but it should be okay. Here we go. AMC Theater. $13. Let's go. Let's do it. Here we go. Alright, here we go. I'm like 7 minutes late, but it should be alright. Let's go. Got the ticket. Let's go. $12 spent, but it should be okay. It should be cool. Alright, finished the movie. It's 4:41. I'm going home. Alright, time now is 6:25 p.m. So I left the apartment at 2:30. Almost missed the bus. Not really almost. I went there and I had to wait for a little while. Got onto the bus and I was late for 7 minutes, but I wasn't anxious because I know that, there's going to be a commercial break, and I know that this isn't a very popular movie, so there are probably still tons of seats. And I also know that, I'll make it. There are commercials. So I watched the movie, came back home. By the time I came back home, it was 5:15. Washed my face, washed my hair, did my review, and here I am. I'm really hungry for some reason. Even though I did my calculations, apparently I already consumed over 1,000 calories today. Holy crap. But I still feel really hungry. I feel like my appetite has grown lately because I've been eating so much more lately. So my appetite has definitely grown, so that's a good thing. But I made a miscalculation. I thought that I would have enough food to last until tomorrow night, to last until Sunday noon, in fact. I was dead wrong. I was dead wrong. Actually, I do not, because I did a miscalculation in my meal plan spreadsheet. I put pork chops 4 times instead of 3 times. So actually, I don't have any pork chops left, and I'm not going to eat a pork chop tomorrow night. This means that tonight I'm going to have 2 chicken thighs originally. Tonight, actually, I'm going to have 1 chicken thigh and another chicken thigh tomorrow night, which will definitely reduce my calories count. But no worries, because I still got potato chips, mochi ice cream, Sour Patch Kids, Haribo gummy bear. I still got Twix bars, Snicker bars. I got Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I got tons of that stuff. I got a jelly. I got an apple, a Fuji apple in the fridge. I still got so much food. So, there's that. And also the fortune cookies I have from the Chinese restaurant. I'll eat them. So I'll probably pass 2,000 calories a day anyways. Not to mention the drinks. I got lemon tea, I got the milk tea, I got the vanilla flavored Coca-Cola. I got a bunch of stuff. So I'll make it. It's fine. So tonight I'll be having 1 chicken thigh. 1 chicken thigh fusilli spaghetti. And, and then of course there's the miso soup noodles that I completely forgot for my meal plans. So I still got a surplus of food. It's fine. But anyways, I tried to wear long trousers every time I go out of my room because the dog sees me, gets excited, and starts putting her paws on my legs, and her paws have touched the ground. So basically the ground is touching my legs, and I don't like that. But I was uploading my thoughts update video for my main channel, and I went out of my room because the Wi-Fi is terrible. I moved the laptop out of my room, and the dog saw me and came up to me, and I was wearing shorts, so yay. But yeah, aside from that, I don't got much else. Oh right, very important. So this morning, in the middle of recording my Fly Soldier reaction video, the new roommate has arrived. The new roommate is a white woman by the name of Meg. And she's nice and stuff, and the dog doesn't hate her, so that's that. Doesn't really matter because I'm leaving on July 14th, and then when I return, she's gonna be gone, and we're gonna have a new roommate. So there's that. But yeah. So now there's that, and I don't got much else to report. Yeah, I am already beginning to think about what to do in quarantine, because I want to draw, I want to read books, I want to read script, I want to edit my short film, I want to watch movies and TV shows, I want to just sleep. And actually, I won't get bored. Despite being locked up in a small room for 7 days, I don't think I'll be bored because I actually, off the top of my head, I already have a lot of stuff to do. So, it's cool, it's cool, it's fine. And I can do push-ups and sit-ups on the ground as well. Why the hell not? And on top of that, earlier this morning, a new WhatsApp group is formed between me, Zara, Miriam, and Leia. And, so, yeah, let's go, let's go. But yeah, and then we got the hangouts in Hong Kong, but I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to talk too much about that because that's a little far ahead. I would also like to do a stream before I leave, and also maybe a summary video about what I've achieved in LA so far. So, yeah. Let's eat fortune cookie again for the second time. Is this just me, or is this bag a little larger than this one? Or are they the same? They're the same. They're obviously a little different. Okay, well, without further ado, Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, so shit all over the table. There is a prospect of a thrilling time ahead of you. So desu ka? Fuck. I should have used a plate. Okay, it's exactly 8 p.m. I just received a phone call from Chinese boss lady telling me to go to the store because I guess she doesn't know how to use Zelle. So I'm going to go there to physically get money, which is something that I don't want to do because I want to stay at home for the rest of the day, cook my dinner, rest up, and then tomorrow I got places to go as well. So there is no better time than now. My chicken, even though I've been defrosting that chicken thigh for 1.5 hours now, it's still not completely defrosted yet. And even though I planned to edit my other review, my laptop, by the way, my laptop crashed 2 times. But yeah, even though I still have a couple videos to edit, you know what? I'm just gonna go down right now. And I'm gonna walk over there, I guess. Because I don't know if there's a bus service now. I'm gonna spend 15 minutes to walk over there and 15 minutes to walk back. But it should be fine, it should be okay. A little walking is no problemo. Where did I go today? Yeah, watching a movie. So yeah, obviously I didn't walk a lot yesterday. I didn't walk a lot today. So it's alright, it's alright. Also, on a side note, maybe I'll get to see Hana for one last time before I go back to Hong Kong, you know. So that's a plus, I guess. But yeah, it's fucking stupid. I'm gonna waste 30 minutes to go back and forth just to retrieve some cash, and I hope it's the right amount. Pretty strange weather, part cloudy, part sunny. Alright, I got the money, $327 in cash, and I also get to see Hana, wave at her. Didn't speak to her all that much, but what the fuck? Oh my god, they changed the door lock again and I'm locked out of my apartment. I'm calling for my roommate right now, but she doesn't seem to really hear me. Alright, so time now is 10:38 p.m. I'm not gonna talk too much. Let's wrap it up today. Canker sore, not feeling so well. I don't know why, but I was super hungry today. I was so hungry in the afternoon and then before I cooked dinner. And after I ate dinner, now I just feel really not full, but there's a strange sensation that's similar to full. It's like I don't know. I just don't feel very well in the stomach, and it could be anything. It could be because the codfish I ate today afternoon is spoiled. It could be because the chicken today I defrosted for 2.5 hours and it's spoiled because of that. It could be anything. But yeah. Walked all the way to the well and picked up some cash. Saw Hana, said hi. So I went into the store and at first it was a little awkward. So I stood at the side and I saw Hana right there, just right in front of my eyes. And, you know, her black hair, ponytail, mask on, apron on. And at one point I waved hi and she waved hi back at me. And then that's it. And then the Chinese boss lady saw me, went to the back, grabbed her bag, and then told me to go out. So we went to the car park at the very side, and then she asked me, "Did you walk all the way over here in Mandarin?" And I said, "Yes, I walked here And then she said, "Do you know how much I owe you?" And then I said, I don't know. Let me check." So I pulled out my Google spreadsheet and I counted 328. So I said 320 something because it's not always exact. But yeah, and then she's like, "How do you know?" And then I said, "Oh, Google spreadsheet." And then she just gave me the money. She said, "Sorry, no envelope, but here's the money, here's the cash." So here it is. And she told me to not count because it's bad to count in a parking lot, a car park, but it should be 320 something. So 300, I'm counting right now. 321, 2, 3. Okay, 327. You know what? The price is right. The price is right. So fuck, is that a mosquito? Fucking hell, there's a mosquito here. Oh, there we go, it's gone. But yeah, 320 something, and that's it. So, all in all, guys, all in all in the well, I've gained 108 plus 150 plus 327. So that is about 250 plus 320. 250 plus 320 is 570. 570. I gained 570 US dollars from the well. That is just... I don't feel so bad about wasting money for my movie ticket now. I did a good job. Even though it's a harsh job. Not that harsh, but like... Potter, when I told Potter about this, when we last hung out, Potter's like, "Wow, like this job, like you should just quit. Like it's not a very nice job." But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, there's that. And nothing else. The Wi-Fi sucks so bad. I don't know what's going on, and I still don't know when and where exactly am I gonna hang out with Christian and the gang tomorrow. I still haven't received any news about that. Kind of scary. But yeah, I'm going to start planning to leave, planning to pack. So that's everything. So before July 7th, before July 6th, everything I talked about are related to short films. Like you can kind of tell what sort of situation I'm in by listening to what sort of recurring themes I talk about. So I always talk about my host and leaving during the housing crisis, and then I talk a lot about friendship during April and May, and then I spend a lot of time talking about food issues and weight gain and weight loss at one point, and I talked a lot about short film, and now all this is over, and I don't have a lot to talk about, except for leaving. So I'm preparing to leave. And I'm going to start making a list. As you can tell, my computer's not here right now because I took it outside to upload a couple of videos for YouTube. And then, yeah, that's all. I'm going to watch Stranger Things and then I'm going to go to bed and that's it. Yeah, I thought about... So for my last couple of Ralph's trips, I'm going to be extremely careful not to overbuy food. So I'm going to evaluate how much food I've left in the fridge and in the cabinet. I'll basically plan out all the lunches and dinners I will have. And then I will just, I'll buy exactly the right portions so that the moment I leave, I only leave a little bit of food behind. And a little bit could be, things that I can keep very long, like rice and oil and sugar and salt. So that when I come back, I will not be completely without food. So, yeah, there's that. I don't know. I actually don't know. It's kind of crazy because when I come back to LA, and I don't have food again, do I immediately go to Ralph's on the same day? Hell no. I gotta set up stuff in my room. like, put everything back. So I guess when I come back, I'm going to spend a lot of time. I'm going to use Grubhub, and maybe next morning I'll eat something simple. I buy something in the airport maybe and eat something simple. And then for lunch I go to Ralph's on the second day. But that's when I come back. But yeah, I'm gonna plan to leave. I'm gonna plan the whole procedure. I'm gonna do some research. It's gonna be cool. And that's all. That's all. I feel good. Feeling okay. Feeling nice. Honestly, I'm low-key looking forward to quarantine because I don't know, my life here has been so fruitful so far. It would be nice to have 1 week of complete nothingness, just to rest, just to have some alone time, just to read books, watch movies, whatever. That would be nice. And yeah, that's it. Okay, let's eat the 160 calories worth of tangerine jelly. Even though I've already crossed the 2,000 calories mark, let's consume more, I guess. Not bad. Other news, quick update here. Apparently Christian did answer me at 8:30 p.m. He said on Discord, tomorrow we're gonna meet up at 2:30 p.m. at Santa Monica Mall. Which I assume means Santa Monica Place. So that's cool, but that also means several things. We're not gonna have lunch together then, are we? Or are we gonna have a late lunch? What's gonna happen? And are we gonna have dinner together then? Because if we all go back home to have dinner, say at around 7, then we only have 4.5 hours to hang out. That is not a lot. What are we going to do when we hang out? Are we just going to walk around? What's going to happen? Are we going to have tea? Tons of variables. But this basically means tomorrow I'll have at least a small lunch. Albeit not a big one, in case we go have tea together. I'll have a small lunch, and that's a-okay because I still got half a pack of mac and cheese. So that problem should be solved. So there you go. And tomorrow night it'll be chicken thigh again, rice and eggplants, steamed eggplants, and then fried with garlic, soy sauce, and sugar, and chives. And that's it. And then the next day I'm going to go to Ralph's for the last time. So there's that. Alright, time now is 12:09 afternoon on July 9th. I slept from 3:20 a.m. to 11:45, woken up by the alarm. I actually woke up once in the middle. I believe maybe 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.-ish, I don't know. But again, the dog showed up and started barking. But luckily enough, the air conditioner wasn't turned down. So I didn't wake up for long. I fell back asleep quite fast, despite the barking. Now, I just had one of the darkest, most fucked up, most horrifying dreams I've had in my life. I don't know where did that come from, but wow, that is messed up. That is messed up. And I don't use this word lightly. When I say that, I mean it. So I was back at school, but this time the school is super futuristic. We are in a futuristic. This is the future, and the school is like a network of buildings across a large region, and we have to go to different places by this high-speed bullet train. And there are different zones, like Zone A, Zone B, Zone C, and each zone is represented by color. and we jump from class to class. So it's not like the system, the Hong Kong secondary school system. It's more like the college slash university system where everybody picks a different class. So everybody goes to a different zone at a different time. Everybody's just all mixed up together. There's a zone where it's all kids who go there because apparently there's also simultaneously like a primary school or something. So it is very big and complex and nice. Suddenly, in my class, some people went missing. A Japanese boy by the name of Umino Chico went missing, and his parents are really, really distressed. And then another Russian girl, I believe, or some other foreign girl, non-American nor Hong Konger girl, went missing. And that is when things started to get kind of creepy, when we realized that they're going missing because of the authorities, because of the school government body, because of the people who run the school are secretly corrupt and they have a political agenda or something. And I also met Natalie, Cedric, and Mary. And I was really happy to see them. Mary was really tall, and she didn't wear like a ponytail, and her hair was really long, and her face was a little different, and her entire body was a little bigger. But I was like, wow, you're really tall. And I was gonna tell her that I secretly fell in love with her for 4 years, but I never really got the chance to. And at one point, we decided to ditch the school because it was just so bad and so corrupt, and something real evil is going on, so we're gonna revolt. We're gonna organize a rebellion. So we all made our weapons and we all carried them and we all went underground. It was like an entrance. It was like one of those tunnels in New Territories, but wider, and it felt like an entrance to an MTR station. And we all walked in there, and then there was a fork in the road. One goes to the left and one goes right. I went to the right, and Cedric and Mary also went that way. And there were so many people who are going to this rebellion. I think about, I don't know, 1,000, but then it grows larger and larger, and I feel like 2,000 now, couple thousand maybe, tens of thousands, I don't know. But it was so many people. And then we were led to this building. And at that point it was nighttime. And this building is separated in two parts. You can't, it's a far, like it's a building, it's a prism, right? It is a square prism. And it's like a tall skyscraper. But it is completely hollowed out. There's nothing in the middle. It's like a tube. And along each floor, there's nothing. You can just stand there. There are nothing but floor and pillars. It's like an empty car park building. But then somehow this building is also split in two. So there's another part of the building where it's also like us, a prism that's completely hollow where we can all just stand around, but we cannot interact with each other. There's a barrier in between somehow. And we went to the right side, so we ended up at the right side, and we all lined up along the building, and there are tons of people carrying weapons, carrying everything. And Natalie was left behind because Natalie wasn't really interested in going. But I was interested in going. And then suddenly, okay, so we all lined up at the building. We all like filled the building, every single floor, every single square loop. And we were all looking out to the center of the building. And then suddenly we have a huge screen. And then a video starts playing. And this is a video that's sort of like an apology video by the school government body. Like, oh, I'm sorry, we did a terrible job. But instead of an apology, it was like a compilation video of some other things, like protest videos of people protesting against the rich. And one of the protester in front of the screen, at the very front, is my grandma for some reason. And when this video played, some people clapped, like a small portion of people clapped and said, "Fuck the rich." And it is a sentiment that I can get by as well, but it seems as though the school government body is trying to shift the blame from themselves to the rich and trying to get people to not hate them. And then we have more and more compilations. So we have a video of Miss Solomon, the art teacher. I think she showed up, and then there's Mr. Thompson. He definitely showed up, the physics teacher. And there's a video where he speaks to Tom, and they were just talking about some stuff, nothing all that crazy, but maybe has some political implications. And then we were shown some other videos, I guess. And while watching the videos, I'm like, okay, this is strange. What are they gonna do? What's happening? This is creepy. This is not part of the plan. What is the school doing? And I started to think maybe this is a trap. Maybe we're all gonna die here. And so it went from like, yeah, let's go rebellion time, to, okay, this is like life and death now. Like, this is survival mode. So there's this guy to my right, and then one floor higher, looking down on me. And I said, well, they're just shifting the blame. They're just beating around the bush in Cantonese. And the guy's like, yeah, And I said, and the guy said, well, I don't think everyone's going to fall for it. And I said, yeah, maybe 5% of people will fall for it here. And then he said, yeah, probably 5. And the other side, there are probably more old people there, so maybe it's 10% on the other side. And then suddenly, we started to hear noises on the other side. The same video is being played on the other side, maybe, but all we know is that there's also a video playing at the other side. And we don't know what it is, and we don't know what they are told. We don't know what they are watching. And people started to cock their guns, like shotguns. And, I was like, shh, to avoid, causing a panic attack, causing a gun panic or something. And then suddenly we start hearing gunshots. The video stops, and we start hearing gunshots, and we're like, oh my god, they're here. And I look at Cedric and I look at the mirror, and I don't want them to die. And for some reason, at the same time, I thought I was Iron Man or Spider-Man, so I could swing up into the sky. So I thought of saving Cedric and Mary. And I was so happy that Natalie isn't here, because if we all die, Natalie would be the one to rule the school. Natalie would be the only one surviving. And I would like Natalie to do that. So the gunshot starts happening, and people started dying, and then the opposition started to come, the other side. I don't know what they've watched, but they suddenly hate us. They got radicalized. They got brainwashed. And they started to shoot at us, and people's heads blow up, their bodies split in half, people start falling off, blood splatter everywhere, and it is honestly so horrifying. It was so real. And then it just gets even darker when there's a naked woman who got raped. And she was still alive, but barely alive. And then somebody just picked her up and just threw her on the ground and just splat. And if they're on the ground from a high place. And oh my god. This war thing hasn't even began for 2 minutes, and so many people had died and somebody got raped, and it's just so fucked up. And we poured lava on top of the building like Minecraft, and the lava poured all over it, so as to warn other people from other parts of that city to not like come near because it's dangerous, I guess. And it was just a lot of war. And my mom's right beside me as well at one point, and I tried to secretly film the video, right? When the video was playing, I at first I was like, okay, I forgot to bring my own phone. I would sort of film this like a vlog, but then I somehow have my own phone and I tried to film that video. Yeah, holy crap. It was just all out war at the end, and it was so violent and it was so real, and I felt so disgusted after I woke up. I just wanted to throw up. But I'm happy it's just a dream. Oh my god. Even though Mary's there, and I'm so happy I see her. But oh my god, yeah. So there we go. Back to reality now. So after I woke up, I received several texts. Because last night I made an Instagram story about how I'm gonna be returning home in 5 days. People are suddenly reminded that, oh yeah, right, I'm coming home. So Zara DM'd me on Instagram. And Zara WhatsApped me asking me what day, and then Cedric said, "I'll say hi to you in Sapporo," which is like, what are you even talking about? I bet Cedric saw that I will leave Hong Kong in 5 days, so he went to, and maybe he used Hong Kong time, so he went to like Google to search July 16th flights and found that there's a flight from LA to Sapporo to Hong Kong, and he thought I would transfer in Sapporo or something like that. No, I will not. So he thinks he's cool or something. He thinks he's clever or something. Bro, it's a direct flight. And then yeah, Zara, Pink or someone, Miriam, DM'd me on Instagram. Another thing is Christian texted me over Discord telling me that Ella got exposed to COVID, which means that we won't hang out today. That's kind of disappointing. I wasn't really disappointed when Eleanor told me that they're not going to hire me, but I was kind of looking forward to this hangout, you know. Well, I guess not. I guess we'll hang out after I return in August. Wow, that's unfortunate. Yeah. So, So yeah, I mean, we could still forcefully hang out, like me, Christian, and Eric, but it would be mean to Ella, and Ella's the youngest one in us, I think. So yeah, Ella's 18, I think. So Rip, hope she gets well, but kind of disappointing. And this also means that from here on out, I have no hangout plans. I have nothing else. I'm gonna go to Ralph's, Nigia. I'm gonna go to Chase, and I'm gonna go to In-N-Out. Maybe I'll watch Thor: Love and Thunder. That's it. I don't have any hangout plans or any obligations at all. And in fact, I only have 5 days left until I leave. So today is 9th, and I will leave on the 14th actually, 14th nighttime. So I have 5 days left, and I better start packing and preparing. I'm gonna call my mom and go over the procedure. I already planned it a little bit last night, and I realized I don't got much to do. So we got the flight preparations, which is quarantine hotel proof, PCR test, and the health declaration form. We got the flight stuff, so packing and bedroom, shutting down my bedroom. And then we got some other stuff like Ralph's for the final times, Chase to deposit cash, In-N-Outs, watching Thor in the cinema, and is that all? Yeah, I think that's all, and then nothing else really. So yeah, that's it. So this also means today I'm gonna have to make myself lunch, which is fine. I have so many food. I also went to my Google spreadsheet meal plans to sort of inventory how much food I have left, all the way from oil, salt, pepper to sugar to miso soup packets to Ben and Jerry's ice cream, which I haven't even opened. I have to finish it in 5 days. Mochi sesame, mochi ice cream. I still got bread and mushrooms. I don't know how am I gonna finish a whole box of mushrooms, but I kind of have to. I got so many vegetables: cabbage, eggplants, chives. It's amazing how much food I have. I have a huge food surplus right now. So there's that, and not much else, I guess. Um, did I talk about how I was locked out of the apartment last night? I couldn't open the door. It was like jammed. So they probably changed the keyhole, and I called Cindy's name. I went to the. It's kind of convenient that my apartment is literally right beside the door, and the same level, street level. So I was like, Cindy, Cindy, and Cindy actually heard me, and she was sitting right beside the window, and she looked in my general direction, but then she ignored it again. And after yelling for some time, about 3 minutes later, she showed up and opened the door for me with the dog, carrying the dog. And she's like, "Oh, sorry, like I heard da-da, and I thought it's just like an alarm or something because I was yelling at such a specific interval and a specific intonation that I didn't know it was actually your voice. I thought it was an alarm." So yeah, there's that. But yeah, so that's it for the rest of my days here. 5 days left, and then I will be going. Okay, today we're going to be making miso soup noodles. So I am boiling portion of maifan rice noodles, and I'm going to make myself some soup with instant miso soup. That's right, folks. So I'm gonna get a packet, put it in there, pour some water. That's it. Simple. All right. There we go. It's kind of like cup noodles, but without the noodles. So it's just the powder, really. I don't know how much is enough. It says 5 to 6 fluid ounce. I don't know how much is a 5 to 6 fluid ounce. It says 160 milliliter, but I have no idea how much is that. So I'm just gonna pour maybe this much, and then I'm gonna try and see if it's too strong. All right. Let's go. Moment of truth. It's too hot. Alright, so given that my roommate is out, I'm going to take this opportunity to reintroduce my apartment again. So this is the door, this is the doorway. Right next to the doorway is amazingly the laundry. Washing machine and drying machine. Every time I use a drying machine and washing machine, it's different. So this time it's a pull out and you pour some stuff in there. You can do casual, you can do normal. There we go. There we go. That's pretty nice. I try not to step at this area because every time I come back home and I wear outside shoes, I step in this area. Okay. And then this is my cabinets. Still a mess, but it is what it is. This is my food part of the cabinet. It has everything from oil, cereal, cup noodle, garlic, candy, potato chips, rice, peanut butter, soy sauce, sugar. It has a lot of stuff, and stuff always get moldy here. So I gotta keep the softer stuff in the fridge. This is my bedroom, which needs no introduction. This is an incredible mess. Do not look at it. Trash can, plastic bags that I can actually reuse. I can use these bags for the trash bin, but I can also reuse them. Trash boxes. This is my bed. I don't even have a blanket case. I don't even have that. but I just roll with it, you know. Dirty clothes, don't even look at it. I wash them all at once after when I have to do the laundry. This is my working station. I always put my cup of water there. I always put my phone here. I always put food here when I have food. And when I have to write something or draw something, if I draw something, I'll draw it here. If I have to write something for homework, I'll put it here, and then I'll have to move the laptop this side. Review setup, tissue, microphone, earphones in here, my lamp. This is my closet, my pajamas, very important. This is where I store my bags and backpack. Bathroom scale, and behind this, it's just, you know, shoes and suits. Okay. Here's my bathroom. Bunch of mess. Both of these are empty, but I'm just too lazy to throw them away. This is empty, but I'm too lazy to throw it away. It's body wash, shampoo. This is actually a 2-in-1 shampoo and body wash. This is a conditioner. Again, empty, but I'm not throwing it away. This Clorox wipes. Now I have 2 shower towels here. This is the one that I actually use when I take a shower. This is the dirty one. So after I wash my hands, and my hands are watery, but I don't want to use this. This is holy. This is sacred. I use this. So, you know, right there. All right, let's go out. Ooh, boy. All right. Whoop. Okay. Let's turn it off. So this is the stove top. Now Cindy's a woman of style. So, you know, she set up all this. She set up all this staircase spice, little turning plate, with cooking oil and salt, and here's a little mattress. This originally is over here, I think. Yes. Oh, my soup is ready. It's been 6 months since I've had miso soup, so that's cool. Or just pure miso soup. Anyways, fridge. This is a water ejector, but you can also do cubed ice and crushed ice. But I never do that because I never need ice. Because I'm too cool. This, now originally, what the fuck? She moved my eggplants. Okay. Now, she also moved my milk. Okay, she moved stuff. What the fuck? She moved so much of my stuff around. Okay. Okay, but originally these 2 parts are mine, but now it's these 2 compartments. And this is mine, this is empty, this is mine. This is also my meat. Almost every cabinet is full of something now. Okay, none of this is mine. None of this is mine. But I use this Maggie from time to time, and also this honey from time to time, which is really nice. Okay. Cabinet number 1. These are chopsticks, but they're never used. I have my own pair of chopsticks. Okay, stuff like that. And then stuff like that. These are the pots and pans. Oven. Microwave. These are the plates and bowls and cups. For glass cups, you look at here. For more cups, you look at here. Cups and containers, but I never use these. Lots of stuff. For eating utensils. For wipes, whatever. I don't even use these. More of these napkins. All right. This is baking trays and whatnot. This is garbage, stinky garbage. This is stuff. This is a dishwasher. This is more stuff. I don't know. All right. This is Cindy's tool bag. And this is the cockroach spray. Number 1 most important weapon in this apartment. Cindy's painting. This is our dining table. I always sit either here, here, or here. I love to pick only one seat and just sit the whole time, but Cindy likes to sit around. But Cindy mostly works there. Okay, lots of plantation. I mean, nice color and composition actually. You know, brown, green, and white, sort of like, you know, balanced out. But yeah, lots of plants in this apartment. Tons of plants. This me, circular mirror, more plants, more mirrors, more plants. All of this are decoration. The big TV, more plants, shit ass Wi-Fi. This the couch, and this the patio. I've never actually been out there before, and I don't plan to. All right. Very well decorated. This is the air conditioner. And that's it for my apartment. Let's go. Alright, my miso soup noodles is done. I hope the miso soup isn't diluted because it sure does seem like that after I put the noodles. Also, this is a lot of noodles. Holy crap. Alright, let's dig in. Wow, tastes like nothing. And yep, the soup is definitely diluted. I'm gonna add some salt and soy sauce. Alright, time now is 10:29 p.m. on July 9th. Yeah, so, 4 words. Nothing all that important happened today. Nothing important happened today. That's right, folks. Nothing important happened today. Yeah, nothing really did happen. I filmed a review, edit videos, that's it, you know. I spoke with Natalie a little bit. I want to speak more to Natalie. I feel like, you know, the hot and cold thing I talked about? How, you know, people just get cold towards you if you don't speak to them all that much, which sounds really logical, but you have to really realize it, you know. So I want to keep talking to Natalie because I don't want us to turn cold, you know. So there's that. I spoke to Zara a little bit. Tom spoke to me a little bit because Tom saw that, you know, I'm coming back. So Tom's like, oh, you know, you'll be back. Let's have lunch together. Yay. I spoke with, okay, so 2 more things, right? 2 more people that I've spoken to. Ella earlier today. I don't know why Ella's exposed with COVID and she's reposting a lot of Eric Andre posts on Instagram on her own story. So I replied to one of them saying, legalize ranch, you know. And she's like, ha ha ha, I love that one. And then I said, oh, I heard you're exposed with COVID, so I hope you're all right. And she's like, thank you so much. Maybe we can reschedule. And then I said, oh, I'm actually leaving next week. And she's like, what? Crying emoji. I said, yeah. She asked, what day? I said, July 14th. She said, oh, we can still reschedule before that. Hopefully that's true because I don't think Christians free. I think Christians only free on Thursday and weekends. And I will have to leave next Wednesday, right? So yeah, I really don't think that's possible, but it's good to have a little bit of hope. It is good. Holy crap, the Wi-Fi is so bad. The Wi-Fi is so bad. Anyways, another thing is Kevin, of all people, DM'd me on Instagram asking me if TripleLink is good or not. And I said, to be honest, no. It's kind of bad. Kind of meh, you know. And, yeah, but truth be told, I enjoy staying here. I think that's mainly because I've had such a terrible experience staying in my first two hosts, and my Airbnb, which is better. I like that for every single place I've lived in. It's getting better every time. So, you know, I'm not complaining. I ain't complaining. You know, $1,500 per month. All right. All right. That's not expensive. I get a room. All right, let's go, you know. Of course, it gets dusty and I have to use bleach and clean up my shower place, but you know what? It does work out. It does work out. So, there's that. And then he asked me if, how's my roommate? How annoying is your roommate? And I said, well, she sings and talks on the phone very loudly sometimes, and she wakes up very early. And Kevin's like, oh, fuck. I'm trying to avoid that exact type of person. Alright. Next up, there's the dinner. So I put my chicken thigh out there and I had it defrost for 2 hours. And, yeah, I cooked it. And I put the chicken, so I want to cook, so today the starch is rice, the vegetable is eggplants, and the meat is chicken. So I will cook the eggplants and rice at the same time, because I'm going to cut up the eggplants and I'm going to steam it with the rice cooker. So the rice and the eggplants are literally going to be cooked at the same time. So it's rice and eggplants and chicken. So I'm going to cook the chicken first, because yesterday when I cooked the chicken, it took me like a whole hour or something. It just took such a long ass time for some reason. So I put the chicken in a pan with some oil. I put a lid on and I let it just bake, so to speak, bake inside the pan. And then I, washed the rice and I cut up the eggplants, cut up the chives, cut up the garlic. Shoot, I put the chicken in the pan too early. So the chicken actually was finished cooking, like it was all done, before the rice was even all done. Before the rice and the eggplants are even all done. And after the rice is finished cooking and I have the steamed eggplants, I still want to fry the eggplants with the garlic and the chives and salt, sugar, pepper, soy sauce. So at one point I just turned off the stove and I just sat in my seat. But slightly before that, while I was still cooking that chicken, Cindy decided to start cooking dinner. Her fried fish, cabbage, Brussels sprout salad, and like tortilla chips for starch for some reason. I don't know. So she put out her pan and drenched it in oil and started frying, and it's very noisy and it's smoky, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go, we have to share the kitchen again. And then at one point she's cooking and I'm waiting in my seat, and then boom, rice cooker is done. I'm gonna go immediately to my rice cooker, so I went immediately. But the problem is Cindy's still cooking, so now we're both in the stove, and for some reason, because right now I have to grab a towel, remove the lid of the rice cooker, remove the plate of eggplants, grab a bowl, spoon the rice into the bowl, and then grab the plate of steamed eggplants, pour it into the pan, pour a little oil, light again, salt, sugar, pepper, everything, right? So I have multiple steps. I have a lot of stuff to do. So I kept walking around, at least back and forth from the stove to beside the sink. And then for some reason Cindy's also like at a point where she had to walk around. She had to wash her pans at that very moment. She decided to wash her pans at that moment. So she kept walking back and forth from the sink to the other side of the stove. So she like bumped into me at some point, and I was like, whoa, and My feet touched the floor. And you know what that means? I have to go to my bathroom to wash it. So I washed it. I came back, and then I bumped the carpet again, and I had to go back to my room to wash it. So back and forth, and it was such a total mess. It was like when she's using the sink, I want to use the sink, and when she's going to the stove, I'm also going to the stove, and we keep clashing. It was so awkward. It was like a dance, actually. And at one point, I threw the spatula at the sink. I didn't really think of her reaction, I guess. And then a little bit later, it got kind of awkward. So we started to have dinner at the same time. And to break the awkwardness, I said, by the way, I'm not going to be able to finish everything when I leave, like my ketchup and salt and stuff, so you can use that. And she's like, okay, good to know. So, and then she started sniffing and like, is she crying? What the fuck? Because she's actually a lot more sensitive than I thought she is. When she saw a cockroach, she cried. There have been multiple times when she and Jared had conversations and she would talk about men and how much she hates men and how much a woman suffers, and she would start crying. Like, she's actually way more sensitive than I thought. Man, like women of Hong Kong are actually so strong in comparison with the rest of the women in the world. Holy crap. Or maybe it's just her. But, a woman in Hong Kong would never, be sensitive like that. So I don't really know if she's crying or not. And if she's actually crying, I don't know if it's because I scared her with the spatula or not. But I hope that's not the case. But to me, it's fine. Like, after that, I just watch my videos on YouTube, as if nothing happened. I even, accidentally stabbed myself. Like, the edge of the bowl, there's, a small bump, and it wasn't even stabbed. It just scraped my skin a little bit. And also a little cut in the finger, just a little cut. Nothing all that detrimental. Nothing bloody. But I'm fine, I guess me being a Hong Konger, I'm just used to, a high level of stress. So, if somebody suddenly rushes into the apartment right now, someone who's a threat to me, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Put down my phone, start recording. I'm going to change my clothes because I ain't wearing this. And I'm going to grab weapons. I'll see whatever I have, and I'll start brainstorming. And I don't know what to do. Because I'm a Hong Konger, and I deal with stress 24/7 ever since the day I was born. And I do everything fast. I move fast. So, hey, I don't know. I'm starting to get these Hong Kong stereotypes. After I leave and immerse myself in another culture, I start understanding how I'm built genetically and culturally. So that's kind of interesting, actually. And again, I think it's also part of the East Asian culture in general, where you don't really express things you want to express. If somebody says a really cool story, you won't say, oh, that's so cool. In Hong Kong, as far as I know, you've expressed that in a very roundabout way. You act interested because you are interested, and you ask questions because you're interested. You don't have to say, wow, that's so interesting. Act it out instead of saying it. But in California, it works the opposite way. You have to say it. If you don't say it, people won't know it. Because people don't really read nuances here. So if you find something delicious, just say, wow, that's so delicious. Wow, yummy. But in Hong Kong, instead of saying that out loud, eat fast and just act like you enjoy it. You act it out, you don't say it. But yeah, that's another cool little cultural difference, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's all for today. Nothing other important. I'm planning. I had a phone call with my mom and talked about the whole procedures. So I don't know. I may still have to print out the quarantine hotel stuff. So I'm going to go to the college campus at some point, one way or the other. I'm still debating myself on whether I should watch Thor: Love and Thunder in the cinema or not. Maybe I should. I don't even know. because I really only have 5 days left. I'm gonna go to Ralph's tomorrow. You know what? Maybe I should go to college campus tomorrow. Oh no, tomorrow's Sunday. Fuck. Maybe I should go to Chase tomorrow then. Yeah. I don't know. Just get stuff out of the way, and then I'm gonna start packing. I'm gonna use the black luggage. I'm gonna bring. Okay, so I only have one luggage to work with, so I can't bring everything back. I'll bring a bit of summer clothes, only a bit, only a bit. Bring my books back. I'm gonna bring all the electronic stuff, which is already a lot. My diagonal bag, of course. So you know, I got that written down, and I'm also gonna buy some snacks. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's that. I don't know much else to talk about. End of round one. Indeed, is end of round one. What was I gonna say? There's one more thing I was gonna say. I forgot. I just have so many thoughts right now. It's just, leaving procedure. So there are 3 main steps. If you go to the airport, there are 3 main steps. One is check-in. So I have to check in online, but then we have 3 more steps to go. Once I arrive at the airport, I check in physically at a counter, and I get my boarding pass and put my luggage away. The second step is the customs, the security. The third step is go to the gate and wait. Maybe buy something there. Buy a drink or something. I don't know. These are 3 steps. I remember that. And also the 3 other steps that I would have to do is the PCR test for COVID testing, the quarantine hotel proof, and the freaking health declaration form, which should be the easiest one. So I'm gonna do more consultations, and I'm gonna do more research and see where can I go. But overall, that's that. I'm gonna take a shower, watch a movie, go to bed. That's it.